Zombies are starting to pop.
Last time, on Twilight 2000, the crew clear out the secret Soviet bunker trying to find the antidote to the zombie virus. During the clearing, the Soviet helicopter lands and a squad of Soviets storm the bunker. The party managed to fight them off and capture the commander and pilot, along with a nice helicopter. And now, the continuation.
Captain, we got some crew going now, man. I can translate for these guys, but I don't know. This commander lady doesn't seem too right in my head.
So where we left off was the commander and the pilot were captured, and were sitting outside the aircraft, correct? Or was the pilot still inside?
No, he was outside.
He was outside still.
His legs,
Yeah.
and then they gave up.
All right.
So, yep.
You got us. What are you doing here?
Trying to find the source of the zombie virus that you guys made and unleashed on the world. Maybe we can make some sort of vaccine.
This is top secret information.
You guys bombed us and released it up in Sweden. And then we found out that was back here.
We're beyond all that.
The top secret aspect? Yeah, we should be working together to eliminate this zombie plague upon the earth.
Seriously, because the longer we wait, the worse it's going to be for everyone, guys.
It's that corporate industrial complex always.
Us
it's
Russians.
The guys at the top. We have to stick together, us grunts.
Us Russians, we have the antidote. We will survive. You Westerners will all die.
So I assume you have some of the antidote here on your person or the helicopter, and I nod back to the machine.
The antidote is back in Moscow.
Oh, sure, not
Doesn't do you a whole
yet,
lot
right?
of good here, does it?
We're just
Yeah, I think
guarding.
far away from here, friend.
This is where we created the virus, as you probably already know.
Well, you sound well informed.
Zombies
Maybe
running around the bunker. Yeah, but kind of gave that away.
Cat, cover them. I'm gonna pat them down. I'm gonna look to see if they got some of that antidotes, because we ran across some dudes back in Sweden that supposedly had antidote. I can't imagine they would have came here without having some.
Captain, she seems very well informed about. I mean, I stood guard outside this center for months. I didn't know what was going on, and listen to her. She just said that this is where it was all created. I stood here for all I did was brew vodka.
I think you were on a need-to-know basis.
But I'm saying
didn't
she
need to
didn't
know,
know.
unfortunately.
Let's poke her a few times. I'm not trying to say I know I was a grunt.
So I would like to pat the commander down, and then followed by the pilot, to see if they have any vials, serums, or any, obviously, weapons or anything. But I'm really looking for seeing if they have antidote like what we saw back in Sweden.
Captain, you don't have to pat. Why don't you pound her down? And pound that pilot down as well. Those guys will rough us up in a second. Listen to her. She's a tough sort.
How about we, just pat him down first before we start, being hostile?
You heard how she was talking? Called you all Western scum.
You find a pistol, a mag, and a letter that just is in Russian that states permission, authorization, security clearance,
Kat,
level 5 authorization.
You're the one that speaks Russian, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so I would have had to have handed it to her going, what does this say?
Yep. Yeah, I'll look at it and it's
bad
doesn't
news
say
bears,
much.
that's what that is.
Yeah. It's big enough to be threatening, and it unnerves me.
This document would give you access to a level 5 security clearance.
Oh.
So it has like some sort of QR code, barcode thing that it would be a reader. Not sure how that would clear a security gate unless there's like some sort of scanner thing on it. Well, if I don't find any serums on them, obviously relieve the, get the pistol and the mag away from, I assume it came from the officer. Then I'm gonna take a step onto the helicopter and run through that with a fine tooth comb and see if there's any antidote type serum type stuff on the helicopter.
I think Baju is going to be trying to attend to our compatriot who has near death. What's his name? Danny Lovick.
I'll let Danny in now.
Mike.
Yeah, the character's name is Mike.
You're both sitting near death, so.
I don't know if I can perform it on myself, so I was thinking of others first.
Mm-hmm.
I'll call back from the helicopter. Ava, I'm just going to check the helicopter, see if they've got some of that antidote. Maybe you might be able to use it. And then if there's nothing in here, we'll go back in and look for the source virus.
Eva is inside the...
Oh, she's way back still inside?
Oh,
inside
right.
the bunker.
They're still hiding in the bathroom where I told them to wait.
Oh, right. That's right. Step into my office with the turd. The infamous turd. Never mind. So I didn't say that to Ava. I just let Kat know. I'm just going to look real quick, and then we'll go back in.
Yep, I'll sit here and make sure the officer here doesn't get froggy.
What are you going to do with us? The commanding officer says.
Well, it depends on what our scientists find out. Our main objective here is to get the source of the virus and see if we can make an antidote.
Do they have any, is there any handcuffs on the people we killed or in the helicopter itself that we could just secure these people?
Bag of zip ties on the helicopter, perhaps?
No, on the helicopter, there's just survival gear, a bunch of AK-47s, some helmets.
Is there food and water, perchance?
Sure,
Yeah.
Rope.
Yes, there is. There's lots of food and rations.
Tie 'em up with.
Well, let's see. What was the squad of guys that came with? So there should be at least a little bit of a haul there for food and water.
Yeah.
Yeah, any kind of survival equipment you think soldier would have would be in there.
Okay.
Commander,
But
you want me to tie these guys up?
Yeah,
Or
go
you
for
want
it.
me to work on? You want me to work on on some medical tech?
Just
get them secured first.
Yeah, secure these guys first, and then once
Some
we're back
rummaging
inside and
around.
safe, then
So I'm gonna tie
The
up the
doctor
commander and the pilot I'm gonna tie them. I'm gonna tie their hands behind their backs, and I'm gonna tie it to their ankles behind them.
In the
I'm gonna
helicopter?
set them on the ground.
Or just on
Set
the
them on
ground?
no, they're gonna be on the ground in the sand with their knees bent, their hands behind them, and their hands wrapped and tied, and then wrapped and tied to their ankles behind their backs.
You can't just
Not
leave
very
us here
comfortable position.
in this hot
We're not going to
desert.
leave you here.
We're not. Don't worry.
As I say that, I roll them into the shade provided by the helicopter. Face down, though, because I'm a little, I was conscripted, so I don't have the gentlest of touch with either of them.
Is the chopper still on? Because
No.
if I remember correctly, it was like, okay, they turned it off then.
It was in hover, but it's come down, huh?
Yeah.
With the pilot out, yeah.
Yeah, you turned it off last session.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I just want to double check.
So no antidote / any vials, serums here in the chopper?
No.
Okay. All right. All right, we got to go back in there and look for the virus. I mean, get Ava and Wes to see what they can do. When we got 2 prisoners, who wants to watch them?
I think my knots will hold, but I don't mind watching them. But there's some of us need some medical care, and we might need to do something to reduce some stress right now. Don't you think?
Well, what is your hit points and
It looks
stress?
like I don't know if I'm doing this right, guys, but I got 4 colored in for 1 of 5. It looks like I have 1 hit left and 1 stress left.
Douche. Well,
You do.
technically they can't do
And
anything until
I think
resting.
I think Dan's in a lot worse than me. Mike is more shape than me.
See if I can look at his character until he gets in.
He's more hurt than stressed.
Yeah, I see that. He's got 1 hit point left too. So yeah, you
Yeah.
guys are pretty bad off. So why don't you stay behind, both of you, guard the prisoners, and Kat, you're all right?
Yeah, bumps and bruises. I really it's vacation, but yeah, I'll be fine.
All right. Well, let's get in and get back to Ava and West.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe send Dr. West out here to give us some treatment.
Yeah, unfortunately, they can't do much other than just, stabilize / not risk infection.
So Anson and Katarina are going
Yeah.
back in.
Yep.
Mike Lovell is staying out. Okay, you
Yeah,
walk back
I
into the
figured
base.
it's better to have 2 of them watch, especially if they're not doing so hot. Okay. I'll go first. Ooh. Must have left a
Good.
few behind. Where's the noise coming from?
Just straight up the hall to the left. It seems to be coming.
From that door that we purposely
Yeah,
left shut.
it's-
Yeah.
That one.
And Jill, the dog, is sitting there guarding that door, growling.
All right. Good Jill. All right. Excuse me, Jill. You left them.
As you walk by that
In-
door, you see that Emily or Eva and Dr. Jim West is in the room when they're supposed to be in the bathroom.
Okay.
I thought I told you guys to stay put. This isn't staying put.
I couldn't stay put with that turd in that toilet. I'm sorry. I had to get out of there.
All
But
right.
good thing we did. Because
Oh, did you find something?
oh, damn right I did. And Dr. Jim West, the man he is, killed that zombie that was in that other room for me. It almost attacked me.
Excellent.
So it looks like we're all clear of zombies thanks to us.
Other than the ones Jill's guarding in the other door.
Yes. We're all taken care of. See? we're a big help too.
No, you guys are absolutely. And we just took care of the Russians that landed in the helicopter, so we got to ride out of here. I don't know how much gas is in it yet, but if they got here, they should have had enough gas to get back to wherever they wanted to go, which I would have to imagine would get us back to the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Hopefully.
come here and I'll show you. This right here is a gene sequencer machine. And in it, they have saved the genetic sequence of the antidote. It's actually a mutated strain of the original zombie virus that actually kills itself. It cancels itself out. So with this genetic code, I will be able to synthesize the vaccine myself, but I do not need to, because this canister right here is full of the antidote.
And you've already tested it, or does it just say that it is?
I've already tested it. It has the same
Excellent.
genetic sequence as the antidote in the other gene sequencer.
Now, is that an antidote for somebody that's already been infected, or an antidote for somebody to prevent them from getting infected?
It would.
Is it a vaccine or a treatment?
I would say unknown. It's hard to tell without further testing. They do not have reports of this in their database. All it says is that they cured the virus with it. It does not say seeing anything that this vaccine would create immunity to the virus itself.
Yeah, from what we were saying, that seems to make sense. That's why I was just curious if it would help to prevent getting infected in the first place.
I would recommend not using it unless you had to, because you could develop a severe immune response that could prove deadly. So I would just treat this, in my professional opinion, as just a vaccine to cure the zombie virus, not to prevent it.
So, and what about you had said that our friend Z outside was cleared when he got bit or scratched?
Oh, it didn't penetrate his blood. He was fine.
Oh, good. Otherwise, I was going to say that we could give him a dose to make sure that he doesn't turn.
You think we should?
Well, I mean, if you tested him, you're confident that it didn't get into his blood, we can just keep an eye on him. And we've seen a couple of people turn before, right? So if he starts showing some signs, we can give him a dose, right?
Yes, certainly. So I'm going to copy this genetic sequence into my PDAC computer. And how are we going to store this vaccine? How much do you want to take with us?
Well, is it require any special handling? It's not frozen, right? I mean, they didn't have power still going on in here, right?
Yes, it has to be frozen. It's actually cooled with liquid nitrogen.
Oh. GM, how big is this liquid nitrogen vat thing? Is that something that we could pry loose or take with us? Is it like a chest? What does it look like?
This big canister is like a big fridge that's cooled with liquid nitrogen. And so, inside it, there's big canisters of the antidote.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up and try and judge like how heavy this whole apparatus is. And is it bolted or built into the wall?
No, it's on top of some makeshift stand. It's probably about 500 pounds.
Any handholds meant for being able to move it? Like, built-in handles or anything?
No, but Eva's like, well, we could probably attach wheels to it.
Yeah, did anybody see any sort of like hand cart, dolly, anything, maybe office chairs that we could modify wheels onto? I don't know how well that'd go through the sand anyway.
How many vials are there inside?
They're big canisters. There's about 8 of them.
8 big canisters
Yeah,
that
say
need
like-
to be chilled.
Yeah, say like scuba tanks.
Oh, that's way bigger than I expected.
Yeah, that's like 500 pounds worth of stuff. You and Z are out guarding the 2 prisoners, by the way, Mike.
But
Oh, yeah.
if you look
Since
into
you
this
guys
other
are both
room,
pretty bad off.
go into the other room.
The one that Jill's guarding?
Yes.
No,
No, this room.
Oh, down here. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry.
These
Yeah,
are
what's going
these are
on?
canisters of liquid nitrogen. These colored ones
Okay.
here.
Mhm.
And this is a big container of the zombie virus itself.
Oh,
That's not leaking or anything, is it, Doc?
No.
no, it's not.
So,
Yes, the Russians' safety protocols aren't too up to date, but it looks to be safe.
I'm gonna scream over. I heard that you guys found the actual virus. Is there a way? Is the virus smaller? Can we take the virus instead and then work out a cure later?
The virus is the same thing. It's in a giant cooled liquid helium tank. A liquid nitrogen
Okay.
tank.
so, like I said, is there any sort of like a dolly or a pallet jack that we saw in this facility so far?
There is a cart that's designed to carry, like a dolly, like you said, designed to carry supplies.
Okay, does it look beefy enough to deal with 500 pounds? Or is it a smaller one?
It is possible. Yeah, it could probably handle
Okay.
500 pounds.
All right, Kat, what do you think about this thing? You think we can hook that up?
Yeah, we should be able to.
As I recall, you're Miss Tech, so that's why I'm deferring to you having the better tech in regards to,
Yeah.
can we hook that up? I can help her. Help you, I mean.
Yeah.
Just let
I
me know what you
mean-
need.
Do I get the feeling that we could, move this stuff safely? Obviously carefully. And
Well, you'd need 2 people to
Sort of the fan and stuff.
lift it on there, or a few people. So it would need strength check. Failing would cause it to fall to the ground.
Okay. So, all right. So if we have, Ava, West, do you think you can help us get this onto the jack? Or dolly, whatever this is?
Jim West, my strength is, well, I'm not too strong. Even though I killed that zombie, my strength is C.
Yeah, but the more people we have to do this, the better off overall it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I could help.
Especially since Mike.
I don't
still
expect you
has-
to carry the majority of the weight, West. I just would
Yeah.
like more people to help. It's sort of like moving a couch. The more people to move it around.
Yeah, and we're mainly asking you two because,
You're
Mike.
here.
Yeah, well, you're here, and Mike, he crushed his fingers, and then Z, he.
Well, let's just try it with us 4, and then worst case scenario is we can go out and maybe ask Z to
Yeah.
help.
Yep.
Okay, so who's got the highest strength here?
I have an A.
So you get
I
a
have
Almost.
C.
you get a +3.
We
Okay,
have
you want
C,
me to roll with a
D.
+3. Okay,
literally.
got it. Here it comes. Everybody, clench your buttocks.
I believe in you.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh, you pushed it.
oh god.
Oh,
no!
Well, you crushed your book with it. Oh god.
Oh. So you drop the tank onto the floor. It's a lot heavier than you expected it to be, and you couldn't quite hold on to it as it just released from your grasp. And as it hit the floor, you hear a little hissing as liquid nitrogen is leaking out a hole that was created in a crack from dropping it on the steel floor.
Quick, we got anything to plug this leak?
Yeah, is there like any...
So, I'm imagining that, like, because I was the primary and it failed, that's a double fail, so that's 2 damage. So I take like 2 damage, like it hits me in the leg or something on the way down.
Oh yeah, you take damage to that. Yeah, that's for sure.
Crushes your
Yeah,
foot
so
or something.
yeah, crush your foot.
But, oh no, it's leaking! Quick!
Do you want to do a critical on your foot?
No, I only took.
You think
2
that would do?
damage.
You think that would be a story? Or you don't want to try that?
I mean, what's the crit threshold of this refrigerator?
well, it's a 500-pound fucking tank, man.
All right. All right. So yeah, I guess go ahead on the legs. So you want me to roll a D10?
Hold on. Legs, yeah.
God.
D10.
This is bad news, Bears. Don't roll high. 5.
Why?
Ah.
Oh, it makes sense too. Crushed ankle.
Oh.
Fuck me.
Can't run. Mobility -2.
All right.
Crushed is better than liquid nitrogen. These things would have been like powder, you know? Like shattered.
2d6 days.
I
You could roll that.
Yeah.
I
give
see
me a
there's
second.
like a workbench over here. Is like I'll go over to it. Is there like any like electrical tape or any like stuff to plug a hole there?
Hold
You
on.
want to
Yes,
tape them
but-
up, man? Have you gonna use
my
some
my
duct
first
tape?
thought. Wait, is there duct tape?
Yeah, is there duct
Trust,
tape?
don't
Right.
judge
right.
me.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah, there's duct tape.
Can you, Omega? Can you pull over the crushed ankle onto my character sheet? And then it was 2d6. You said. Could be worse. 4.
Yeah.
Now I'm hobbling.
There, I put it on your sheet. I'll give you access
Thank
to
you.
the critical injuries. Well, it's every folder I got to do. So. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, kind of makes good for the story too.
Oh, it when you pulled it over,
It automatically rolls the days, I believe.
and it says 2 days left on it.
Oh,
So
even
it
better.
rolled low. You want me to take that, or you want me to take the 4 that I rolled?
No, I'll take the 2. Take the 2.
All right, cool. Cool.
Okay. So
So
I've
I'm
gone over
sitting
to
there
the
going-
table and grabbed, whatever patching supplies I can. I want to try and patch that hole if I'm
Okay.
able to. Omega.
Roll me a tech roll because even though the duct tape could seal the hole, the coldness of the liquid nitrogen could really make it crack. So you'd have to like
Yeah.
devise a way with gum or some kind of thing. So roll me a tech roll and I'll allow you to seal it.
Would either
Take your thumb on
mechanic
it.
or electrician apply here?
Not electrician. Mechanic would work, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, it's a +1 modifier to tech rolls for repairing engines, vehicles, generators, and pumps. It is specific.
No.
Specialty.
Okay, yeah, say yes because you're just gonna repair the block, say, crack in the
Yeah.
block.
Got some spackle.
Oh, you guys are rolling bad today.
Oh, I know. It's not
not
started
good
off
start.
I got the
bad.
success. It's a slap job, but it'll work.
And you're stressed.
I'm gonna-
No.
I'm gonna ask Wes if you got like in that doctor's kit you got like a ankle brace or something, some ace bandage that I can use to stiffen this up.
Morphine.
He was like, "Oh, Anson, oh, I always got to take care of you, eh?" And she's,
Always?
yeah.
I mean,
So she,
What do you turn into Ava
ain't
now?
that your job?
so she
You
rolls
are
a
a
medical
doctor.
aid. Yeah.
There
So
you go.
she bandages up really good with her 2 successes, right?
Yeah,
And-
so I can hobble on it, and that's the -2 mobility. Okay.
Yeah. But is there a way to make it a -1 mobility?
That's
Or
your
is it-
call.
Does it automatically give you the -2 in the sheet? You know what I mean?
It gives me I would assume let me see if I go to pull up mobility if it's automatically going to do it.
Explain this better, guys.
It
Yeah,
should.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's automatically checked as a -2.
Okay.
What happened?
My crushed ankle from the device falling on it.
Well, she set it up a way so she gives you a -1. So you could just give a +1 on when you roll that, I guess.
Okay.
Because she got 2 successes.
Cool.
Okay, so now what are we going to do? The thing's obviously too heavy. And now it's on the floor.
All right, let's Kat, you think getting an extra person will do it?
I mean, maybe, hopefully.
Well, I
mean,
guess
as long as we
Ava,
can-
how important is this? I mean, I want to
We can
give it
lift it.
another try because I'm not going to have a crushed ankle for nothing. How important
Well,
is
hurt
this to
myself
get
for fun,
going? Right?
but
This is
that's-
important stuff, right? Ava.
Z says to his buddy, he says, "Hey, they're taking awfully long. You think we should check up on them?"
Yeah, I think so, but we still have these 2 that we have to take care of.
Well, we can untie their legs and just make them walk down there. We'll poke them in the back a few times.
Okay,
You know,
sounds good.
I don't think
They-
you would
they
do
mean-
that. I don't
they-
think your characters would do that. No, your characters would stay guard. Unless,
Yeah. Well, it's taking a while. I'm just saying, we're just starting to talk. We're starting to have that conversation. I don't know why I'm from
Well-
New York, but
Eva's like going, what strength do you guys have?
I have an A.
No, Dan and
Oh.
and Z.
I've got a B.
What's your strength, Z?
I have a C strength. I'm very weak. I have a very weak character.
Okay, so Eva's like, well, maybe you can go get Mike Lobo. He's got some muscles on him.
All right, Kat, you want to do that? I don't want to put too much pressure. I just got this bandaged up.
Yep, I'll go out and get him.
Actually,
So
okay, but
I'll,
never mind. Just
I'll
go.
stop before she.
Go get
Are
him.
you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure Z could guard the 2 on his own. Okay, so she goes and gets you, Mike.
Yep.
Before you come in, I'll actually have you and Z bring them prisoners. Time.
Wait,
Bring them inside the bunker and bring them here. So I'll go out and
Where
bring
is
them
Z
inside.
right
You
he's
and
outside
Z
the
were
bunker.
outside. She came and
now?
got
Oh,
you.
I'm outside.
And,
Okay.
and she's asking you guys to bring the prisoners at least to the entranceway. It sounds like.
He just used
Yeah.
this big Russian guy. You need some muscle. Look at the size of this pilot. God, he makes them like 3 poles. Look at the size of this guy. He's from the Siberia. He looks like this pilot.
If he gives you any trouble, just smack him a bit. Let's get him in here.
Oh, follow the captain. We'll walk him to the door and we'll let him. I'll watch him by the front door. So I cut their their ankle straps, and I just, kind of keep poking them with my AK, and we walk to the door and to the front of the place, and I re-secure them in the entranceway
Okay.
out of the sun.
Roll me a tech roll
So,
there, Z. See how
Alright.
well you secured them.
Yep. Consider I did it once, can I get a +1 modifier? Like a thing of, it's the second time I've done it, or did I get lazy and we'll just do it as is?
Your skill's your skill.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that. But I got a 1 too.
That only matters when you push.
yeah.
So I got 1 success.
Okay. You can push it if you want to get extra successes, but you're gonna suffer.
No.
one.
I
you
think
can't.
1's good enough.
Oh, you can't. You can't when you
I
get
don't
that.
have to
No,
through the push.
because it's already a success. You can't push a success or a splat.
To get more. Oh, it's not like the other games, eh? Okay. Well, then how much you gonna get damage from the splat if you don't push it?
Well, you'd be stressed, and you just can't with that.
Okay. Yeah. Tech stress. Okay. Okay. So Dan, you come in. Like level.
Yep.
And Eva's like, well, maybe a real man could lift this thing up.
Jesus Christ. Why, at this point, why don't you just make out and be done with it? Jesus, Ava. Since the real love-hate dynamic.
So the four of us had trouble, Mike, getting this up. You can see how it crushed my ankle.
Yeah.
So we
Okay.
need at least another person in here.
Okay, I can help out.
Okay, I'm gonna help even with the ankle.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna be rolling a B with a +4 this time.
Yeah, whoever's gonna roll is gonna suffer the damage if they screw up.
Yeah, I got it.
You sure you don't want me to cover it with the A?
I think-
Okay. Yeah, go do it.
Have it
Just
land on my
twist
leg
it.
again?
+3. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Getting a crit.
Oh, jeez. I better not with a
Don't
8
sound
plus 3.
happy, Omega. Jesus.
There
There we
you
go.
There you go.
There.
Okay.
About time. See, we just needed the extra person. That's what it was.
There we go.
Okay, so you got the tank on the cart. It's ready to be shipped.
Ooh, baby.
Omega, is there, I double check the knots on my guys, and then I go out and I grab the camels and I start to bring them onto the front, to the front shade, to where I got everything, because I think we're gonna need the camels.
You're doing what, Matt Bart? I missed that.
I double check their knots, and then I go back around to the back of the building and I grab the camels we'd stashed in the shade back there, and I bring them back around to the front door, because I think anticipate use of them.
Okay. And she's gonna roll a mobility.
Okay.
She's gonna try. Well, you don't know this is happening. No, she's gonna roll a tech.
Commander.
Try to break free.
Yeah, the commander. Nope. Ain't gonna beat my knots.
All right.
Not on my watch.
I guess we're gonna start wheeling this out real slow.
Yep.
Ladies and gents. Well, lady and gent, rather.
The sooner we
boy.
leave this place, the better.
How's the
Absolutely.
situation with the helicopter?
Well, it's intact. I don't know how much gas is in it right now, but they had to have had enough to get back to wherever they came from. I got to imagine that's going to get us at least to the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Ooh, baby.
You brought the camels
And
up.
how's the situation on the gear from the guys that we took care of, the Russians?
No, there was a pistol from the officer, and then there was some AKs in the helicopter. He didn't say how many. I wasn't even worried about it because I was looking for antidote.
And some tactical gear.
Oh, and then
for the,
and then some
operation.
survival gear, and then food and water. But we didn't inventory it yet.
Okay.
Oh, before we head out, the piece of paper, like the letter I got from the officer, is that for something in the bunker, or is that something different? Or can I not tell that?
It's just papers that have security clearance level 5. It's written in Russian. It's got a picture of the Soviet officer on there.
Oh, what is the name of the Soviet officer, actually? In case it comes up, or do you not have a name?
Natalia.
Okay.
Stroganoff.
He's silly.
Occasionally.
Yeah. That's nice. I like that side of you there, bud.
No, her surname is Conscriptovich. That is a long-running joke from a very old Twilight 2000 campaign. Private Conscriptovich.
What was the one? Wasn't there one from the Ivana Humpalot or something like that? Ivana Humpalot.
That sounds like something from James Bond. And
I think that.
that does not surprise me.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry.
So can we use the camels to help pull this to the helicopter?
Through the sand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a problem. The wheels are getting stuck with the weight.
Right. That's why I want to try and hook up the camels. Use like some rope or whatever.
You try doing that, you realize that it would tip for sure. You would probably be better.
Him up on a camel's back.
You'd probably be better to put the tank in the sand and let the camels drag it that way.
But isn't this all one unit?
No, you put the tank on the cart. So take the tank off the cart, put it in the sand.
Okay, gotcha. All right, I guess we gotta lift it up off of this thing. This thing's like you acting as an anchor. All right, in the sand. So let's
do it. Make these Ruskies do it.
Oh, calm down. We took 5 people to get this thing off of the cart in the first place.
These fucking Ruskies.
Just, keep sitting on them, make sure they don't do anything. Just.
You don't need their hands
out,
free,
dude.
so just chill.
And she says that Z literally just drops full force onto the big pilot on his belly, and you hear a big whoosh come out from him.
Well, I didn't mean literally, but I
You
suppose
said
that
sit
worked.
on him. I follow orders.
So, do we need to do another strength check to get it off of the cart?
Oh yeah.
There we go again. All right. So here comes the strength check. All right, everybody. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4. No, just kidding. 3.
There we go.
There we go.
That's good enough. All right. Let's hook the camels up and then drag it over the chopper.
Okay, so that you don't need a roll for. That's fine. You get to the chopper.
And we're gonna need to get this bad boy into the chopper. Oh.
That would be another roll. Yeah, you get in.
All right, everybody.
Do our best
Get
Arnold
ready.
impersonation and get
Right.
to the chopper.
Yeah, get to the chopper. So one more. All
I
right,
couldn't resist.
here we go.
They're rather good at not overusing that.
Lift with your backs.
Now lift your legs, not your backs.
Uh-oh.
It's not
Oh,
boding
no.
well.
That doesn't look good.
Push.
I told you.
No.
All right, so I take
At
the
least the
damage.
sand
I
is
can't see.
soft.
And then I have to let it down again.
Hey, are you okay?
I told
Well-
you, your legs, not your back, Anson.
Captain, are you okay?
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
make you
I
roll
just
another
jammed my
crit.
wrist a
I
little.
told you to add the
Say-
right to it.
I
You
took a
gotta show
damage,
up
but
all the time
I'm
with your
just gonna
muscles.
say
We'll say the
it was
crit
like my
threshold
wrist
is
jammed or
We'll
something.
say it's 2 crit threshold or something.
All right,
right.
that makes sense.
I told you to make
This
the
ain't no
Russian
50 cal.
Ruskies do it. Always showing off with those big muscles.
All right,
You and the
let's-
big muscles.
you gonna help or you gonna just sit there, loud mouth? All right, let's go.
I'm hurting. Look at me, I'm almost dead.
Yep.
Alright.
Got this. Live with your legs this time. There we
There
go.
There we go.
Piece of shit.
Wow. Zombies, nothing. Just
Reminds me of moving my friend in Colorado. He had this big weighted oak table. Wouldn't take a corner. Oh, anyway.
Textbooks, right? I always said, you know how much it costs to move people? Like, you know what it costs to move? You know, I've paid to move myself too many times, right? But you say to your friends, listen, I'm not going to, when you're a teenager, or when, a college kid, you say, I'm not going to ask you to help me move. How about you give me $50 and then that'll pay for my move? So you ask all your friends that you would ask to help you move for $50. And then I would rather give somebody really, at that time, 22, here's $50 and, pay for your own move. That's the strategy for young people today, I think. I want to patent that idea.
All right.
There you go.
We've gotten to the chopper.
The go
Well-
move me fund.
Eva's like, what about the camels? You can't leave the camels.
No, but they're smart enough to go back where they came from or go where they want to go.
But they haven't had water in days. Or food. You must feed them.
And they can go like 15 days without water. How much water
Yes.
is on the helicopter?
And you can go 3 days without water, but do you want to?
Ava, calm your fucking tits. Jesus. How much water's on the helicopter?
We still have like shit tons of water as well.
Six
Yeah.
rations.
Water.
And
There's 6 rations of water on the helicopter.
yeah.
What are we down to for the group? I forgot.
Water? I have a lot. I still
Yeah, I was
have-
gonna say we have.
20.
The camels
yeah.
have it all, actually.
Well, yeah. Obviously, we're taking the stuff off the camels and putting it in the helicopter.
Say, they're the ones with the water.
You hear
Yeah, we can
a
give.
distant
we can give
helicopter. Just so you know, it's distant.
We gotta get moving.
All right, we got to get everything
Guys, you
in.
gotta
Everything
move. You
in.
gotta move.
Kat, you have some flying experience, don't you?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Everything to do.
Baji's
See if you
unpacking
can
the
start this
camels.
bad boy up.
Baji's unpacking the camels while they're starting up the thing. Baju and he pushes the
Yep, I'll help him.
first. You think we should take them both or just the pilot?
Oh, we're taking them both.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not gonna leave him to die here.
So once he pushes them on, he starts unpacking the camels and trying to, with his limited capacity, move as much as he can in that limited time until they're ready to lift off. Tell the doctor and Eva to do the same. And Eva,
Eva, first feed the camels and give them some water. Then that's not going to leave them with nothing.
We have a helicopter inbound. You want to give him some water? You do that while we get everything in.
Z hears that and he takes one of the big water jugs and he just puts a slice in it, so it creates like a little hole in the top, and the camels can push their face down into the sliced water container.
And
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
I grabbed my water jug out of my closet if you want. I'll show you.
Well, guess
I got
I'll
a well though, so I'm good.
That's what I'll have to do. Let's get out here. And Natalia's like, yeah, Sergei called our reinforcements. You will not escape.
Oh, I tell you what. If anything goes down, you're going to be the first one with a bullet through your head.
While they're still prepping the, I did the water. I fed them the water. I told Eva and Dr. West and anybody that can help load that water. I would have dragged two of the guys that were close to the, that were outside, two of the bodies, put them on the camels, and then I would have fired my gun so that the camels run with those bodies on them to distract anybody. Maybe they'll think somebody's running from the scene, and that chopper will chase them. It's a hope, a wish, a prayer. But that's what Z wants to try and accomplish.
You're
I
gonna
don't know if I have the time.
you're
I don't
gonna
want to miss my chopper though.
Yes.
I don't know if you have the time, and Eva's like, you're not gonna tie those bodies to the camels. You're gonna let the camels run free. Eva's an animal person.
What? Tell Eva any of this. I'm just doing it after
But
she's already on the chopper.
Make
I'm
sure
not
we get
one
the
to,
dog
be
well.
disclosing my surreptitiousness.
Well,
Get them
okay.
loaded.
Okay, so you're getting in the. It's been a while since you flew on helicopter. It's back. You were just trained in
yeah.
it, but you never really had much practice with it. So you're gonna need
How is it?
you're gonna need a driving role to be able to start this thing up.
Okay.
And
Hey,
sit-
Mike,
there-
tell that pilot
Yeah.
to tell
You gotta
Cat
lock
what
it.
she needs to do, or we'll put a bullet through his head.
Is there a vehicle sheet for the helicopter or no?
No, the Russians are hardcore. There's no childish vehicle sheet.
I was just asking in
Good thing you
case
can
it
read
comes
Russian,
down
too.
to in case you need to jump on the machine guns and reenact Vietnam.
Checklist? What checklist?
Exactly. Okay. Okay, so here's my driving role. I'm assuming with pilot to get it started, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
Booyah.
baby.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah,
You know.
she can read the
So-
Russian. She's got it.
So everybody gets in. You bringing the two Soviets, or are you leaving them?
Yes, we're bringing the two Soviets.
Yeah.
They're all hog-tied very well by Mr. Vajidzi.
Vaju.
Vaju. sorry.
Vaju. You call me Vaju, Captain.
Okay, the helicopter starts up. It starts spinning the faster and faster rotors. And you're starting to feel a little exhilaration in this, Katerina.
That's right, I'm excited here.
You're all like, it's like this is an action movie now.
So does this hind have the door gun mount or no?
Mm-mm. No, it's I gave you the helicopter sheet. You got the helicopter sheet in your clear characters. You could all look at it. It's got the weapons on there. They're all front-facing weapons.
I must refresh the page because I did not see it. Excuse me.
Okay, so you take off and you start heading. I guess you're heading back to the boat, right?
Yeah, if there's enough gas, I mean, let's, like unless somebody else says like navigation or whatever, like I'm like, Cat, how much fuel is there, and do you think we can get to the coast with that?
Kat, you see that there's half a tank of gas. It's special aviator fuel that you need, and Z, you realized when you went back to look for the camels in the back, there was aviation fuel in the back.
Oh,
Well, I
so-
certainly
Behind the
tell
bunker.
them that, but I first would say, I have vodka. I have vodka we could fill it with. But there's some fuel behind the where the camels were.
Do we see a helicopter on the horizon, or is it just we hear it?
You see it.
Well,
I-
before the engine started up, anyway.
I still don't see the vehicle sheet on
If-
that guy.
Oh, and I
It's
didn't.
in the
I
area.
didn't give you permission. That's why. Okay, here. Configure
It's
ownership.
all good.
There you
I
go.
gave it to you. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
There we go. Now we see it.
Okay, so let's get to the desert picture.
Brrr. I don't know. You don't hear enough of the rotor blades with that. It's like the interior of a helicopter sound that we got going on.
I love the sound effects, Father.
Oh yeah, I used to do that as a kid, and I've always kept it. It's like, this is my helicopter.
That's not
Kind of sounds like a Huey going by.
I don't see the chopper. Where's the chopper at?
Under actors, the person, and you go under player characters, and there's the Mill MI-24 Hind copy.
Oh, okay.
that's
There it is. I got it.
Is it the 24D or the 24V? Omega.
Does it make a difference?
Whatever is.
One has a +1 modifier, which I'm assuming is for like piloting it, and the other does not.
This does not.
Captain, I don't
Okay.
think we have time to refuel here, but maybe we could hop skip to there, load that fuel, and hop skip out of here. I don't think we have time to fuel here.
We have a rendezvous
want
with
that
the
fuel,
sub.
sir.
Okay, what level are you
Assuming they
taking?
hold up there into the deal.
The other helicopter is at level 3 and approaching. What level do you want to take the helicopter up? 0 to 5. Well, 0's landed, so 1 to 5.
1.
Oh.
I think we should fly over and grab this fuel and get the hell out. Don't refuel.
We don't have time.
Grab the canisters.
We're already in and taking off. We don't have time to grab the fuel.
Should we
half
fly
a
low
tank-
and
Half a
use
tank,
the Go ahead.
half a tank makes it to the shore, right? Back to where we need to rendezvous with the
Boat.
What was the name of that sub again?
The main.
The Maine. For some reason, I was thinking Washington.
About
That's
225 kilometers on a full tank, as long as you're just driving smoothly. So it should
On a full
it
tank,
should
so
make it back no
112.
problem.
not it. All right.
112 we got.
So, Kat, you're the one with helicopter experience. We got another one flying after us. I don't want to tangle with it if we don't have to. You think flying high or flying low? What kind of cloud covered stuff do we have? Any?
No, it's clear. High
Yeah.
pressure.
Stay behind the dudes in the building. Hopefully they'll land first. They'll think this chopper never landed if we can back out of here.
If they can see, if we can see them, they can see us.
I'm
Go
just
at-
seeing a black screen on the
Does
battle
everybody,
map.
does everybody else see a black screen?
Yep.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's our tokens aren't on it. Is basically what the problem is.
No, I got it. I
Visibility
got
or
it.
whatever.
I got it on Fog of War here. There we go. You should see it now.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, there you
Now
go.
you can see it.
There we go.
Are they large dunes or are they small dunes?
They're large. So
Right.
you'd have to go at least level 2 to stay clear of them, unless you want to do some maneuvering.
Kat, I'm assuming it's been a while, so do you want to fly high or we want to fly level with the dune tops?
The dudes are our only cover, Captain.
Yeah, we've heard your opinion. Let's hear the opinion from the pilot.
Yeah, let's just go 2 for the time being. Then if I have to make adjustments, I'll make adjustments.
All right, I'm trying to look out the side window, or whatever windows we got, and see if we can keep an eye on where that other helicopter is.
Okay, so 2. Give me okay, the helicopter is coming on from above. It went up to level 4, and it notices you, and it's beelining at max speed right towards you. So
It's coming right for us!
since you just took off and went up to level 2, you got one fast action. You can move 3 spaces per fast action, and you could roll driving to try to increase that with successes. But if you fail the driving roll, you're going to stall. And when you stall, you're going to fall 1 level per round. And each round, you have a driving roll to try to restart the engine.
Okay.
And if you fail, you hit level 0,
We're
you crash.
at 2 now.
You're level 2, yeah.
See, Mike, try and keep an eye on where that helicopter is.
I got
Dive
the.
on us.
Can we put Overwatch on them from with our personal positions?
You could, yeah, you could use your personal weapons. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do Overwatch with my AK if possible. Does that sound right, Captain?
That's up to Omega.
Yeah, it's got the helicopter's got armor 3. Just so you know, you're hitting against armor 3. But you could do non-penetrating hits too, right? In this game, so you don't actually penetrate the armor, but you could hit something on the outside, right? Like the fuel tank or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's armor 3. These helicopters and it's negative two to hit a moving flying target too.
Yep.
All right. So my fast action, I will move 1, 2, and 3, and yeah, I will attempt the driving roll to get a little bit further. So, pilot, close the vehicle sheet for a second.
There you go.
There we
One
go.
more, and I'm fine with that. I want to press my luck. Ooh,
Okay.
baby.
And the helicopter is coming in full tilt, and it's going to overtake you, but it decides it wants to be behind you, so it slows down and hits on the brakes and comes in from behind you.
I'm just imagining like the old Looney Tunes cartoons where they're in like the planes and they literally hit the button and it like comes up short and like folds it on itself. Just imagining that.
Can Zeke get on the communication since he has pretty unaccented Russian and try and do some stuff?
Oh God.
They don't know. They just saw
Thunder.
They don't know what's going on. They don't know we're fleeing them.
Yes, they do, because Sergey, the pilot, he was warning them while you're taking over the group. He sent in a distress call.
And we recall the officer had said something about Sergey calling in reinforcements.
Yep.
What's the enemy helicopter we're up against? Same one?
No, it's a different model.
Hey Z, you could get on the comms and convince them that we have their officer and pilot and have them back off, or we're gonna eliminate them.
Let me try, Captain. Captain, I will do my best. Let me onto the speaker. I'm good at talk. I like to talk, Captain.
I noticed.
Okay, hold on. Let me get a beer, and in the meantime, you can do Overwatch if you want.
How far away are they?
I got a lot going on. I gotta be on the communicator.
I
I'm gonna be on
assume
Overwatch.
Just
not
like
to
normal.
scale.
Just like normal.
Oops, I don't want to move that.
Oh,
Let's see.
Good boy.
So yeah, I don't think that they're 12 meters away. So,
12
the
meters.
hexes are not. No, I was making a comment that I don't think that the hexes are to scale. Is it just me or the helicopter noise go way loud?
It just come up, yeah.
Yeah, it just got louder.
Hopefully it's not that loud for the stream.
Hopefully.
Turn it down in Discord.
Maybe somebody's mic's live. You know, it could be a Mike's live when he went out.
Yeah, it's just really loud because I have
think
it
that's
at
what it is.
like 20%, like on the sound on my end, and it's still quite.
I'll shut mine down.
Well, we forgive the stream watchers, but we have no control over the volume.
Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. I'm also gonna grab another can of coffee.
It's down the street window.
Well, if he had like a wave rider, I keep saying had a compression thing that goes off of when he's talking and when he's not.
Right.
And when his mic went off, it probably zoomed up. Omega, the sound for the chopper went really loud.
Okay.
There you go. Now I can't hear it at all, but
I'll lower it a bit.
That was just when you went off. It was something when you went off with your mic.
yeah, when you walked away, it like jacked up by like 20-30%.
Okay. So, you get an Overwatch there?
How far away is the chopper?
Just like normal. The hexes.
What?
10 meter
But the
hexes.
hex is not- okay, so 10 meter hexes, but they're just not.
You're right up on us.
Yep. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60. Oh yeah, I'll take a shot at them. Why not?
Should I talk to him, Captain, or let's just shoot them? I like to shoot them.
Well, they're gonna shoot us.
You
in
say I
second.
talk too much. I get the feeling I talk too much for you.
These are all the Overwatch
Oh,
shots.
no,
So
sometimes it's appropriate.
whoever is Overwatching gets to shoot.
Yeah, I was
Then
overwatching.
we're going initiative.
All right, I was overwatching, and so
Yeah, he was.
Team Tango. What's his name here?
Mike. Well,
Mike.
Dan, but his character's
Dan.
name is Mike.
Mike. All right.
Mike.
Extra.
Yeah, so he and I were both overwatching.
My nose.
So
Hurt.
I'll roll my Overwatch. What do I do? Get a plus with that?
No, you just
no,
get to shoot.
you just get to shoot.
You get to aim, which is a normal shot, but it's -2 to hit.
All right,
Because-
so that's
because
ranged
you're
combat,
shooting
which
from
I don't
a-
really have anyway. But
So it's
so
a
I
minus
do a
2.
modifier -2
Correct, because you're shooting from a moving helicopter.
and a +1 for aim. Okay, I got you. All
No,
right,
there's
here
no
we go.
plus for aim.
It just, like doing the quick aim, it
Because I
just
thought he
negates
said
the fast
-3
shot.
for a moving target.
No, it's -2.
Negative
Okay,
2.
Okay, that's what I misheard.
Just period.
Right.
It's
Flying.
-2.
Yeah.
I thought he said -3 earlier.
Oh, look at
Pretty good,
that!
huh?
Okay, so you got 1 damage. What's the? Yeah, it's got armor 3, so
I-
you don't penetrate it.
Oh.
Oh, what weapon were
Well,
you
I was
firing?
doing that. I was shooting for the,
Oh.
like the rotor blades. And
If you
the
call a
compressor
shot, then it would have been way worse on the negatives.
pack.
Yeah, it would have been another -2. So,
Now, what did you say about the indirect hits, though?
yeah, we don't know what the damage
It's
or
a
what.
non.
What's the damage
It's
of
a
your gun?
non.
2 probably, so it doesn't
2.
matter. Okay, so roll
Yeah.
roll
What?
D10. Roll D10 to
Yeah.
find out.
D10?
Yeah,
Yep,
find out what it
non-penetrating
hits.
hit.
All right, hang on.
Might have got the
10.
ricochet.
Ricochet. Now what's ricochet?
Using the helicopter module for that. by
The
way.
attack bounces off, causing no further effect.
Aw, that's tragic.
So what it does take
It's
a.
the pilot. What are you talking about? It's the pilot.
Does it still take a damage if it's a ricochet?
No. Nope.
No.
Nope. If
Okay.
it doesn't penetrate, then nothing happens. The only thing, the reason why there's a no penetration thing is because it can affect exterior stuff, just like on a vehicle, like a riding passenger, antennas, like for instance on here with the helicopter non-penetration, you could still hit like an exterior weapon, rotors, EMC flares, antenna, but most of it is like exposed passenger, tail rotor, ricochets.
Is anybody gonna do a co-pilot? Because there's a
So-
co-pilot seat.
I can
If
help.
you're
I
in
can
the
help.
co-pilot seat, you can use if there's a gun in co-pilot.
I have a
Mike,
driving
Overwatch,
D.
You get to shoot too.
I like to raise a point that somebody would have had to have went into the co-pilot seat before we took off.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you have to move in there if you want to. I'm just saying a co-pilot, you could
Is
fly
there
and you can only use the helicopter's weapons in the co-pilot seat or the pilot seat, and you could
Yep.
fly it in the co-pilot. So I think I got the combat fix. You know what it was? I uninstalled the Year 0 combat mod.
Okay.
It was that.
Okay. Huh.
Why would that affect it?
I don't know. It should
Like
work
was in
now.
Overwatch too, Omega.
Maybe it was like out of date or something. Maybe.
See, here's the thing. I don't think that there's a way on the Hind to, because the pilot and co-pilot are bubbles. They're like an Apache helicopter.
Oh.
So unless somebody got into the specifically co-pilot seat,
You can't enter from the main canopy? Okay.
I'm pretty
I
sure
got it.
No. Well, I'm gonna put an exception then.
somebody cut a hole.
Well, we don't.
It's old. It's busted up.
You don't know how
Hold
the Russians. This is a
on.
Russian helicopter, right?
Right. Well, it could just be retroactive. So and so climbed into the co-pilot seat.
Yeah.
If you want to do it
So,
that way.
but it's gonna take a full action to get into the seat. If anybody wants to go
Okay.
in. So, but anyways, I'm gonna roll the initiative here.
No.
And-
What do you call it in Overwatch? Mike was.
Oh yeah, you got to do your Overwatch, Mike. Do your Overwatch first. You're Overwatching the helicopter, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have a pistol. There's no point.
Oh, the pistol? Yeah, no point.
Yeah, no point.
So climb into the co-pilot seat.
There's
And
all
then
these.
get
There's
ready to
eight.
fire.
There's also a bunch of AK-47s inside the helicopter.
Yeah,
No,
but he's
my
got
fingers, my
he's got
fingers.
his fingers all jammed up.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Which
Okay,
would give
so
it a -2 to firing a weapon.
Are we doing it that, lowest number goes first or highest number? Since you took out that, and it doesn't automatically sort it.
it does automatically. So we got Z first.
Okay,
Oh,
Z,
wow.
you're up.
I guess I'm gonna shoot my AK-47 again. And that's -2.
Don't forget or remember that you can put rate of fire into it.
And send the weapon to chat, please.
Yeah, send a weapon to chat and hit attack in the chat. That way we can. Everybody in the audience can see what weapon we're using,
All right, hang on a second.
and so can we see what the damage is and everything.
Bear with me a second. AK-47, send to chat. Hit that. So hit attack.
Yeah, damage 2, crit 3.
And then whether or not you want to send any extra bullets rather than just single shotting.
Right, okay. So I'm gonna set rate of fire. What should I put that up to? Like, 2, 3,
Well,
4?
the higher you put each rate of fire is a D6 of bullets. So the more
All right.
D6s you put, you could effectively mag
I'm going
dump
all the way
the
up
whole
then.
entire time.
Yeah, you'll burn your mag, right?
Whoa!
Nice.
So what'd you
So
get?
that-
David.
3?
That's gonna be So, yep, 3.
So it's 4 damage.
Cool. Does 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, so the armor's 3, so it does. Did you do -2?
Yes.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah, I hit the -2
Okay.
first.
Okay, so it penetrates. Hit the D10.
Hit the D10, okay.
Does that do a crit? Because it's enough for the crit.
Rotors.
threshold.
Ooh, nice.
Rotors.
Yes.
Rotors. The main rotors are struck. Each point of damage reduces the reliability of the machine by 1. Okay.
Nicely done.
Good job, Z.
Answer.
I stick with you guys. You count on Z.
And rotors have the same armor value as the helicopter, so if this is a
But that'll only
gunship.
be one
It's
point of
got-
damage because I gotta get through 3, right?
Yeah.
Answer's
you're
turn.
probably. Okay. I will do the same thing. Stick the AK out, then fire at it. So send a chat. Do the attack. Do the -2. Okay, how much do I want to dump onto this thing? I really don't want it to shoot us down, so I guess I'm gonna mag dump. I'm only gonna send 3 because I really want to keep some bullets.
Yeah. Oh, holy shit,
Whoa.
man.
Roll.
Nice.
Okay, roll D10.
So what is that altogether? 5. So 4. So that's 6 damage.
Roll D10. Penetrating.
Hang on. D10. Here we go. 2. I lost the chart. Hang on.
I got it. Engine.
Nice.
Haha, nice.
Releases the reliability by 1.
Hang on. So I have a question. So what's its armor?
Oh, its armor's 3.
3.
So, yeah.
So 3 got through. So it had 3 hits to the engine.
Yeah, and 3 got... forgot Mad Bard's shot too. I didn't take 3 off that either. So, Mad Bard's was what?
His
4,
just
so I got
penetrated.
1 is what I said.
Yeah, because he did 5 or whatever. He got
He did
1.
3
4
damage.
and 3 for 1.
Yeah, so 3. You basically did 0 damage, right? You got 3 damage, and the armor's 3.
No, I got 4.
4,
and
he got 4.
So I got 1 point of
1
damage.
Okay.
went through.
And you got how many, Father? With the minus the 3, you got 5 minus 3, you got 2, so 3 total.
Right.
Okay. The helicopter. A big missile. We're launching the fucking missile, man.
Oh.
You
At
see
the
that-
same time that it's going down, the missile gets released.
It's not going down. You only got 3 off it.
3 into the engine?
Yeah, it's still not going. It's got 5 reliability. You got 3 total on it. It's
Well, plus Mad Bard's 1.
Well, Mad Bard hit the rotor, not the engine.
you got 5.
Oh,
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's still
yeah.
reliability.
Yeah, so it's 2, yeah. So still got 2 left.
Okay.
So yeah,
Missile.
launches. This missile comes off the side, and these are
Bad voodoo. Bad voodoo.
these are self-guiding. No, these aren't self-guiding. Yeah, they're guiding. The pilot guides them.
But they're anti-tank though, ATGMs. They're not anti-air.
Depends
This
on what missile he's launching.
this is what's in the book.
Oh, okay.
I just
okay.
copied what was in the helicopter.
Oh, we have.
Did you get the helicopter book I put in the chat there, Dan?
There's a helicopter book.
I put it in
Yes.
the Discord chat there.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay.
It's got all the rules there.
Ooh.
Okay.
Send the weapon to chat.
So
Omega.
this is gonna auto hit next round. Okay. Now
Oh,
the
man.
co-pilot is firing its cannon. Put in the chat 30 millimeter cannon.
Okay.
With the pilot, it's just gonna move 3. It's not rolling. So 1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
Oh, I got to insert a magazine here. How do you insert a magazine again? I forget.
You can just generate ammo.
Oh yeah, with the editor. Okay.
It's just quicker to do that. When,
Yeah.
quote unquote, doesn't matter.
Okay, here we go.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna load our weapons as well.
Yep, I just did that.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't load the
One
the
hit,
missiles.
damage 6.
Wow.
Okay, Heinz a 4, right?
So I'm gonna roll D10, see where it hits.
No, it's a 3. Sorry.
Yeah.
5. It's penetrating, right? So
Yep.
pilot, co-pilot. There's no co-pilot yet, so it hits the pilot. Oh no, that's not good.
Oh.
That's not good. Oh,
How
So.
How
so,
much damage is that?
Hold up.
3 damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's its crit rating? 3? Yeah, so you take all 3.
And you
Oh man.
take 3 damage, you gotta roll a critical hit on the torso.
Does I am still wearing the flak jacket. Does that
Yeah.
that will take it off. Yeah.
Weigh 1, so you got 2 damage. So yeah, so you don't get.
I'm... No
don't get the
crit,
crit,
yet, baby.
Oh,
I'm
that
still
was.
standing.
Out of all the things to roll, it's got to roll the pilot. It's got 10 different things.
That reminds me when we were fighting the boat and it kept hitting the pilot.
Yeah, this is. I like the combat rules in this game. It's really good. Okay, so, so it doesn't affect the helicopter at all, which is good in that sense. So
Pilot.
Mike,
So, like,
level.
basically got a bullet through the plexiglass on you.
I have to get into the co-pilot seat, right?
Yeah, that'll take a full
Yeah.
action. Okay.
Yep, I'm going in there.
Roll. Actually, in this chaos, you need a mobility roll.
Okay. Yep. Can do. Mobility roll. Well, I'm pretty good at mobility. Straight up roll. No negatives. Okay.
Yeah, straight up. Okay, you make it to the
Nice.
co-pilot seat,
Ooh.
strapping yourself
I
in.
make it. I
Katarina's
get
like,
2 successes.
you see
Can I
Katarina
make
like
it really
bruised,
fast?
this big hole in her shirt from this cannon in her black vest.
Plus the wind coming in, and she's like, ah!
Yeah. Oh, let me roll for armor ablation. I almost forgot. My vest is fine somehow.
Okay, Katarina, what are you doing? You got 2 fast actions. Now, mind you, you could, like, firing a weapon would be a slow action. Driving, you could move it 3 per fast action with a driving roll to go extra. You could also change your facing. Like, you can't fire your main weapons, the helicopter weapons, unless you're facing. And if you want to turn around to face that other helicopter in mid-flight, that's going to take one of those movements. And then one of those movements to go back. Like, just one out of the 3. Not the whole fast action. You know what I mean? I won't be that cruel.
Yeah.
Does it say, because like one of the in the PDF it says one of the slow actions can be evasion. Does that functionally give like a extra penalty for targeting us?
Yeah, I would give it. Doesn't say in there, but yeah, I would give it an
Yeah, it
evasion.
doesn't say.
I would say a -2. But
Okay.
remember those guiding missiles auto hit.
You're driving.
You got tough
Flying.
decisions.
Yeah.
I never had a helicopter battle before. It's kind of cool.
It
Yeah.
is cool.
Yeah, that's a -2. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep, just taking us forward, guys. I think that's our safest option. Okay.
Okay, so move 3 for fast action. Are you gonna, with that fast action, you're gonna driver it to go further?
Yep.
Hey, I'm checking the mill.
Go another 2.
28 Havoc. I'm just letting you know that there's no guided missiles for air. There's only ground guided missiles. Just letting you know.
Did you look in that book? There's guided missiles
Yeah,
in
I'm
that
looking at
book.
the book.
Yeah, there's difference. There's guided, and where the pilot has to put a laser on the target to keep it guided, and there's self-guiding where they automatically hit on the next round.
Okay.
Okay, so you got a slow action left there, Katarina. So
Yeah.
you could actually this is what I'm saying. If you wanted to turn around and face your helicopter weapons on the helicopter for like somebody else, like for Mike Lovell to fire, you could like move 2, then turn the helicopter facing the other way and remain in that position.
Okay. So 1, 2.
But that would be a maneuver, so that would require a driving roll.
Okay, that's fine. Make sure I have my token selected. Ooh, baby. I can't flip the token, so it's like facing the other way. If I just rotate it, it'll be upside down, and that'll look goofy.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
some hell, Mike.
Katarina's piloting takes over there. Next is Z.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use my fast action to aim, and I'm going to fire at it. And I will.
Do you have any rounds left in that magazine?
I don't know. Do I have to reload?
Just do an edit and check.
And you
how
got a
many
missile.
bullets you have.
Beat away, you got a missile coming at you too.
Edit. I got. Let's see. Edit. Mag 30. Mag
Can we
30.
fire flares?
You can do whatever you
That's
want.
right.
No, do we
Other-
have flares? Is that a thing on helicopters?
No, there isn't. The Russians
Yeah.
don't believe in flares.
Actually, they do.
No,
But,
it said please insert a magazine, so I
We
gotta
have the
insert a
shitty-
magazine.
You have the shitty
Yeah.
ones.
Hit the edit button.
use.
Hit the edit button,
Yeah.
and then at the bottom of the pop-up, generate ammo at the bottom. If you're you dumped your magazine, that's going to be a reload. So you got to roll
Yep.
for that.
Yeah, okay.
So roll your range combat. If you
I just
succeed,
generated ammo.
okay, so roll your range combat to see how fast you could reload. If you succeed, you get a fast action. If you fail, it's a slow action.
What is the difference between HE rounds and AP?
armor
High
piercing, high
explosive
explosive.
Yep.
Yeah.
For a helicopter,
Can I
you want to
use
use
my
AP
fast
rounds.
action to go into Overwatch? Does that give me any benefit for the next round?
Actually, you'd want armor
That-
piercing as we get
That
penetrating
reload
hits.
takes up a
Yeah,
slow
AP.
action. So you got a fast
Right.
action
Unless-
left.
Unless your HE round had blast effect.
So you can move with the fast action, yeah. You could aim with the I guess you could aim with the fast action.
Or I could go in. I'll aim with my fast action for next round, and then
Okay.
I'll have another fast action in the next round.
Well, essentially, you're putting yourself in Overwatch again.
Overwatch, right? That's what I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I got
So
it.
you could go before the helicopter next round.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
I mean,
answer.
technically, you're going before anyway, but. Right. So I will aim and fire. Trying to do my part to help get this thing down. So send a chat, do the attack, do the -2. Oops. -2.
I'm
rate
just
of
wondering, what
fire.
is the -2 for?
It's
Fly-
for firing from the helicopter.
Flying target,
Just
yeah.
like the,
Yeah.
Moving target.
and then it's so close, it's like,
Oh, baby, nice.
Wow! What?
Just sit there, baby.
What is that? 2,
So 5.
3, 4,
5 again.
6
You,
damage.
you mean to tell me you didn't empty your clip with those 2 empties? You still
No,
didn't empty your
I-
clip.
Did 3 the
Look
first
at
time.
well, this time it's empty, but last round it was only 17 rounds. There's 30 in the mag, baby. So I dumped the rest of the mag this time.
Okay, roll D10.
Anywho, so D10, please be engine hit and get this thing down on the
You
ground.
got 5, so that's 6 damage coming. Number 1, fuel.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's what is it? 3 hits to the fuel, but that's reliability, right?
It says here, if the attack inflicts 1 point of damage or more, the tank will leak. On each of the pilot's subsequent turns, roll the following. So roll D12.
That'd be the. Oh, you want me to roll it? Okay.
Yeah, D12 for each
I was-
for each circle. Reduce the reliability of the helicopter by 1. So nothing.
Can I push it?
But every round you do that.
Yeah.
So you hit the fuel tank and it's leaking fuel. So every round you got to remember on your turn you're going to roll that D12.
Yep.
Now it's the the helicopter. You got that missile coming right at you now.
Oh
Uh,
man.
Here we go. Send a chat.
I'm so glad in a post-apocalyptic world these guys still have guided missiles.
yeah, it's great.
The Russians didn't run out during the war, did they?
Whiff, you bastard.
Okay, so send a chat. I gotta.
9K. You know, I'm pretty sure, isn't that the Russian version of the Hellfire?
No. Yes, it's the Hellfire.
Let's see. Because isn't that air to ground, not air to air?
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell you. It's ATGM. It's anti-tank guided missiles, not anti-air.
Yep. That's what it is, all right.
Because these helicopters are meant for taking out tanks, not other air.
So, I mean, I guess I don't know what it's like to actually fire a Hellfire or a Vikram, but being that they're geared to be attacking ground, not air, I would have to say either they can't use them and it won't lock on, or it would have a penalty.
You would most likely fire it, dumbfire it. So you would fire it unguided.
Okay, so the missile goes, attacks the helicopter for one hit, which does 14 damage.
Man.
Armor -2, so it's armor 1. Two.
Penetration.
Engine.
2 is...
I think we're going down, baby.
Oh no.
So you're taking 12 damage to the engine. So it hits your engine.
Oh.
And you're at level 2, so you feel you're starting to lose power now. Katerina, you're going down.
So what? So one of the engines is out.
One of the engines?
Well,
Well,
your reliability
it's-
is at 0. It's negative, right? So,
Isn't it a twin turbo thing? Behind.
well, you're just going by reliability.
Fair.
My level, you got control of the weapons. You could send another missile at it too, or you could fire the cannons. It's got a reliability 2 left.
With my last breath, I spit upon thee.
Yes, I'm gonna fire a missile at it.
Okay,
Okay. Boom.
just a driving
There,
roll.
same.
Driving roll.
Driving roll, not a shooting roll.
No, it's driving. It says in that book it's driving.
Oh, that's scary.
It's piloting. Your
Okay.
pilot ability. That's why it's
Oh
driving.
man, that's not gonna be good, guys. Rolling. Pushing. Come on.
You
come
got a
on.
lot of. Ooh, you love.
Yeah, exactly a 6.
Nice.
Okay, roll the damage. Roll a hit.
Damage?
Yeah. Just click the
Roll
rocket and
So
roll it.
isn't that
It's an auto hit. It's
Isn't
gonna
it-
auto hit in the next turn.
isn't that the same Vicar that he was using?
Yeah. Same weapon.
Yep.
So, roll D10.
Roll a D10. D10. Roll.
Pilot.
5.
Pilot, co-pilot, or destroyed.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
God.
So you see, as your helicopter itself is going down, you see the big explosion in the sky as this helicopter gets exploded and drops down into explosion.
Meanwhile, those are all sorts of and smoke. Go down.
Must succeed. Okay,
Babe,
so I can
that
do
video,
a...
babe.
I could do a possible, we won't fall down a fiery ball of death, but I can try a forced landing maneuver.
Yeah, so you're going down, and it's got a crash chart on here too. So when you're crashing, you must succeed on a driving roll, assisted by the co-pilot if present, in order
So she
to
gets
retain
One
sufficient
plus one?
control to achieve a forced landing. For every success achieved, reduce the dice roll on the helicopter crash table by 1.
Okay, so 1, you want to roll low on a d6 when you roll it, but 2, on your piloting rolls, you guys want to get a lot of successes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So-
do your
Oh.
I will push that d12. 1.
Thank
1.
one.
So
does
Is it real bad?
does
So-
Mike
Okay.
then do one on his own?
no,
Yep.
it was a +1 for
Oh.
her. No, it was a
Oh, okay.
assisted.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, never
And you
mind.
did put in that
That's-
+1.
Yes.
Okay.
I
So-
so-
maxed it.
Roll
So
a,
Matt,
a d6 and -1.
pulling hard on the
You
rope.
want to roll low.
Hello? Do you have
Yeah.
the video? Oh, it's not brighter than we had.
5, so 4.
Nope. Yep, 4. Crunch.
Clinging on for dear life, you know this is going to hurt. As entry 3, but suffer 2 points of damage and increase the base dice to 2d10 if strapped in,
What?
2d12 if unrestrained.
Mad Bard, you're not muted.
Somebody just left down the back street that is left to go out.
Each occupant must roll 1d10. On a roll 1, they are trapped in the wreckage. Well, it says as entry 3, and then it says as entry 2.
Well,
That's
spinning
dumb.
wildly, your helicopter. No, hang on. Spinning wildly out of control, that strikes the ground, sending up a plume of dust.
Mad Bard, you gotta mute
So you're
your
suffering-
meat.
So then you're suffering 2 points of damage. Base dice. If strapped and unstrapped. So the injuries are minor.
Okay,
strapped
so I
in.
got it.
So okay, yeah. So it's for every hit, you or
Increase the
success
damage.
or whatever. You get the extra damage.
Okay, so
So-
the helicopter goes down.
Well,
Boom.
I wasn't strapped in, so that's gonna be a 2d12. Ugh.
So everybody
I was
takes
strapped in.
2 damage.
I'm down.
Automatically.
I'm also downed.
That's the base damage is 2, and then you roll to see if you get more.
Yeah, if you're strapped in, which the pilots are 2d10 if any hits, and 2d12
Oh
or
my god.
if you're not strapped in.
Okay. Fuck me. Okay,
think we're
so
just-
I only had 2 hit points left, so
I only had 1 point left, so I'm definitely down.
I had 1 as well, so I'm
I
down
had
as
2,
well.
and
Everybody's down?
Yeah, we all wanted this chopper, didn't we? Yeah, nice fancy chopper. Let's get the chopper.
The machine
so-
catches fire. Roll 1d8 on a on a machine catches fire. So I'll roll that.
is there anyone still drag out the unconscious?
Well, this is a crash. This is serious shit. So you got
Yeah.
everybody's got your damage.
uh,
So I
then,
want everybody to roll a random body part, and you're gonna get a critical injury on that body part. So we'll start with Anson.
Okay. 6. That sounds not good.
Bad.
If you
In your head.
/RDL
/RDL.
That's
is
legs.
the hit location dice.
It's legs.
Yeah.
Okay, roll
One
a
is
crit.
head.
Your legs again.
D10 coming.
Oh, that's a bad one.
That's I just lost my leg.
Yes. Can't run. Mobility -2. Permanent. Your legs.
Permanent!
Lost a leg in the helicopter
Oh,
crash. Awesome.
Yeah, we got some damage going in this session.
You lost your leg?
I lost my leg.
Damn!
That sucks, brother.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, so the
Here
helicopter's
you were
up.
bitching about not killing people. I
Oh,
think
just wait. You guys are up too, so don't.
Yeah,
I'm not
sorry.
the only one that's gonna get losing.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Actually, I had no idea.
It'll come you up.
Like, I never used these missiles before. Like, I didn't know what was going to happen until they happened. So I didn't even look at nothing. So
It's the same thing as like getting a tank shell.
And they're
getting
pretty
hit by a
strong.
tank. Yeah, exactly.
so we'll go next with Z. Roll up.
Do I roll 1d6?
No, what was that code there, Emily?
/R space 1DL Delta Lima
Slash space
/R.
R space 1 Delta Lima.
Yes.
Chest.
Torso. Roll a D10 now.
You want to roll low. Always
Very
roll
low. Super low.
Oh, that's not super low. You didn't do what we
That's
asked.
like punctured lung.
Punctured lung.
Yep, there it is.
Oh.
Stamina
I
and
don't have any
mobility.
hit points left either.
I'd just like to
Okay.
point out that even if we survive this, we're in the middle of the fucking desert with no camels.
Yeah.
You know,
I think you just killed
Personally,
us all, Father. Or not
I-
Father, Omega. I bitched the wrong person. Sorry, Father.
yeah, I don't want you guys to like
Glad I
crash
can
in the middle of the
spell
desert.
TPK. You know, I'm just glad I can spell TPK.
No, it's not TBK. Basically, you got to shift for Eva to help you, and a stretch.
Well, let's just
Stretch
let's
for
just
father.
worry about the.
Okay, next.
the-
Uh,
if
Katerina.
I don't get medical help in 15 minutes, I'm dead.
I am as well.
Well, you don't know yet.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a head. That's not good.
That's very bad.
Headshot.
Oh.
Roll
No,
low.
I will.
Super
yeah.
low.
Good.
That's
good,
not super low.
Concussion.
That's not too
Oh.
bad.
Two.
I
Two.
saw
Yeah,
the 8.
just
I'm
cuff minus
rolling
1.
on the 3D dice.
Okay, next is Mike
What was
Level.
it?
Okay, RDL.
Cuff minus 1.
No, what was
Torso.
the?
That's not too bad.
Cough
Three?
minus 1.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Her damage was cuff minus 1.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so 1d10, Mike.
1d10. Roll it. That,
Oh.
What is that? That's a
9.
9!
Internal bleeding. You got
Oh.
1 round. You fall down, cannot run, only crawl. You got 1 round to heal. Oh my god.
Oh.
And Eva's like,
or west. Or west.
Mhm.
okay,
But
Eva.
They that's assuming they even lived through this.
Oh, man.
Legs for Eva. D10. 8.
Oh.
Oh.
Shattered knee.
Oh.
Shift. You heal that.
I was
Can't
thinking.
run mobility. And the other guy, West.
West.
Dr.
Jim
West.
West.
Dr. Jim.
Legs.
A lot of leg injuries.
10.
Oh, he lost
Oh.
his leg.
Lost his leg! Jim West!
Yeah,
Maybe he's
it's
like right
like-
next to me and like some framing of
Well-
the helicopter sliced off our legs.
We're getting rid of Jim West. Jim West is gonna die.
Yep.
Okay.
Bye, Jim West.
NPC crit.
Uh,
He bleeds out.
okay, so. Oh, okay. Who's the serious one?
Later, Omega.
Who's the serious?
That would be
You got a lot
me in
on your plate?
15 minutes.
No, I
but-
think-
Me
round.
in one round.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Round.
Yeah, internal bleeding. But I have 0 hit points and I have internal bleeding.
Yeah, she just has to like stabilize the crit.
Yeah, so she's gonna roll Mecha 8 on you. Got it.
Okay. Okay.
She stabilizes your internal bleeding.
It goes up from being lethal in a round to lethal in a stretch now.
And hold on, let me critical injuries. I'll drag it to your chart.
Yep.
That way it'll automatically roll it for you. Did it roll it? No. 13, it says 13 days left for you, your internal bleeding. Okay, so next.
13 days left?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Was that the maximum, or was that like a random number?
I think it was 4d6.
3d6.
wasn't it?
3d6.
3d6.
Damn.
Like, can I take the minimum days? You know, who wants to bleed out for 14 days? That just sounds horrible.
Okay, Anson's next. What was that injury?
That
and
was
you
the
get
severed leg.
Severed leg.
From the staples.
Okay. Here we go. Jeez, I'm healing everybody now.
You're the fucking medic.
Okay,
Nice.
stabilize it.
So it goes to lethal in a shift.
Severed leg.
Permanent left leg. Damn it. I mean, it doesn't matter left or right, I guess, but
And Z, what would you have again?
A torso with a 1.
A punctured
I-
lung.
Puncture lung, right.
Punctured lung.
actually, permanent left means permanent. They just didn't code it right. I do have a question. Is the severed leg the one that had the crushed ankle?
Up to you. I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah.
Sure,
All
sure,
right.
sure.
Well, no. Let's let the dice gods decide.
No, why? You don't want to move at all? You don't want to move?
Come on, no. Let's do this. Okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Left
I like that.
left leg is 1 to 3.
Good man.
Here's the ankle.
Good
Okay.
man.
Okay, so it's right ankle, and then which one got severed? The right. Okay, so I got rid of the crushed ankle.
I like an honest man.
You can pull the crushed ankle off my sheet now.
Funnily enough, it fixed
Or
one
no,
of your
I can delete
issues.
it. I can
You can
delete
do
it. There we go. There we go.
The irony being, it fixed one of your problems.
Good.
It's the worst one now.
Yeah, I
And-
just have a worse one now.
I'm trying to be an optimist here, bro.
And this is the medical aid roll on Z.
Considering you were the pilot, you were the least likely to live.
Yeah, I got very lucky.
Wow.
Wow.
4 successes. Whoa. So that was a
Jeez.
punctured lung. Let's drag that to your character sheet. I should give you a bonus on that because,
Like less time to heal sort of thing?
yeah, but you can't really change it, can you?
No, not for the auto roll.
Remember that when she stabilizes, she also back help. So you.
3
heal
days left.
reliably.
It's not too bad. Standard mobility -3. It's not. It's on your combat tab there, Z.
I see it. Do I get any hit capacity back?
No, not now. I'm sorry, guys. I had no idea what was going to happen in this helicopter
First
fight.
roll is tails, it never hurts to ask.
I actually wanted it. I wouldn't mind you guys crashing by the sea. But you didn't get that
Hey,
far.
shit happens though, you know what you gotta do.
So,
Let me
No
double
one's
check the
complaining,
thing about
Omega. No one's
stabilization
complaining.
roll about healing because I think that heals, but let me double check.
one per shift of rest you heal, and 1 stress per shift of rest.
No, but we have to be stabilized. Everybody here is 0 hit points. Correct?
We're not all stabilized yet. We stabilize.
Yeah, I know.
You stabilized from a round to a stretch. I'm now stabilized from a stretch to a shift. She's got to get it stabilized all the way down so it's no longer lethal, which means
no.
after a shift.
no.
Yeah, I'm
But
saying.
how about our hit?
I'm
how
saying.
about our hit points though?
I'm saying she's stabilized.
You're out.
yo.
You're
I'm saying
okay.
she's.
Okay.
You're all beat up by the wreckage, and you're just gonna make camp, and anybody. I guess Eva's.
doing it by yourself.
Who can walk? Make a survival roll to make camp. Anybody?
Well,
Or just
I don't
Eva.
have puncture lungs. I don't have.
Oh wait,
I have
I'm out.
concussion.
I'm out.
Okay. Well, Eva's like, well, I guess I gotta make camp too. Okay.
Well, if she stabilized me, I can technically walk if she can, get me up back on.
She makes camp.
Point of order. What about the 2 Russian prisoners?
They're dead. I'm not even gonna
Oh,
roll
yeah.
for them. They're
All
dead.
right.
No NPCs. The only NPC we got is Eva. And the 2 dogs, miraculously. Should I roll for the dogs? Should I roll
You should roll for the dog. You should yes.
Oh, poor doggy.
West
Oh,
legitimately got a leg
no,
lost,
I
and that's a
don't know.
crit
Can you
on
just
an
make 'em
NPC,
live?
which is death. No,
Can you just make the puppies live? Come on, please.
you need to roll just like everybody
Oh, you're
else.
horrible,
Well,
Father.
they don't got all the stats like everybody else, so maybe I should do, if they fail a mobility roll, no pushing, they dead.
Yeah, but they got great mobility.
I don't
them
want
puppies.
crippled dogs. That's just a pain in the butt. So I don't want to roll critical injuries.
If they got a crit, just like West, they are an NPC, and technically a crit to an NPC is death according to the rules.
Yeah.
Other than if the GM has the
Okay.
it's a named NPC and they get the push or whatever.
Okay, the
No.
dogs are gone.
Oh no.
No rolls?
No, if they get a crit, they're dead.
Did they get a crit?
No, they're gone. The dogs are dead.
Okay. At least we have
Meat.
wild food now.
No, it's all contaminated with
Fuel.
helicopter fuel and everything like that.
Contaminated.
Fucking dog furs
You-
everywhere,
Oh,
believe me. I got 2 hound dogs.
I-
Fur is
I-
everywhere.
I doubt I'm even awake, by the way.
Me neither.
Omega, you need to put
Yeah,
the
I'm a
concussion
smoker. I got a puncture.
in
Just like
my-
Mike, I doubt
right on
you're,
my sheet.
with your internal bleeding, are you even, because you went under on hit points, right?
Yes, I went under on hit points.
Yeah. So Mike and I went under for points. Did anybody else go under for points?
Me.
Everybody.
Probably
Everybody.
minus
Okay.
1.
So Omega, when you say that she stabilized everybody, is everybody then conscious now? Is where we're at picking up the story? Like she's made camp and we're all coming awake like, the fuck? Ah, my leg!
Yeah, you're all in pain, awake. You don't know what's going on. The helicopter is crashed, but it's not going to explode. It's just burning slightly,
Smoking.
and you're not concerned about the supplies, the food, or anything at the moment. You're just in horror at everything as Eva scrambles to try to ease your pain and suffering. And I guess we'll have to end the session there, everybody, because
Oh man.
this is zombie war, right?
That's the perfect spot to end it.
Yeah.
I already ready to go, Omega.
Yeah.
Barely survived the helicopter crash.
Yeah.
How come we never rolled any coolness under pressure during that session?
Because we didn't get hit until we got the crits after the crash.
Is that okay?
Yeah. And I could have forgot
Well,
to. You're supposed to roll every
No.
time the helicopter's hit. Yeah. And that,
that's true. Yep. So we should have. Oh well, I lost a leg. I think that pays for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have internal bleeding and I'm out.
I have concussion.
worse.
I got off easy compared
What?
to the rest of you.
Years of adventuring until I took an arrow to the knee.
I just have some lung problems, which I was sort of expecting anyway. So
what I don't like about that is there's no way to evade those missiles. They're auto hits. There should be some anti-missile defense systems or whatever, but there isn't.
Well,
on
that's
the,
why
on
he
the
was
sheets.
asking if there was flares.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you're asking that, Dan?
Yeah, if the thing had EMC flares to
You know, it
jam
did.
It doesn't look
avert
like it though.
I just copied whatever's on that sheet in the book.
Yeah, so it is part of the helicopter, but for the Hind, it doesn't say anything about having EMC flares in its stuff that it has.
Sorry.
I could have sworn that the KA-50 had flares, and it doesn't say anything about flares on the KA-50. Anyway, look it up.
Yeah,
on there.
this supplement is very bare bones.
Yeah. You gotta improvise a lot, but it does give you a lot of good stuff, like the helicopter hit chart, the penetrating hits. That's a good chart. At least, yeah. So we brought helicopters
It felt
into the
real.
game, and
You know, it felt real, the helicopter. It felt right. I mean,
Yeah,
the mechanics are good, but without being too heavy, I thought I enjoyed the whole
Oh, do we
Yeah,
suffer any stress from this, catastrophic landing?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
technically it does have flares, by the way.
does it? It just doesn't say on the character sheet. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say in the, well, it doesn't say in the PDF, but I was looking on, well, it depends on the model, I guess, because this is saying an MI-24P hind and it flares. I mean, I could dig up more, but I'm not going to downward spiral into whether or not our model had it. Besides, this is post-apocalyptic. Maybe they don't have any more flares on it.
shit's dragging.
And yeah, so you guys are all beat up really bad. The severed leg, I don't know how this is going to continue. But you could always do one of those 6 months later type things, right? But we're going to at least see what happens in this desert anyways.
Damn Skippy.
See what you guys can do.
So
Yeah.
I do have a question. How far away from the research base did we get before we crashed?
We're out close to the coast.
You're like 100 and something kilometers total. 150 kilometers. I'd say not far at all, man.
Because they were chasing us right from the base, so I would imagine that we're only 20 or 30 kilometers sort of thing. Like, it depends on how fast we were going.
Yeah, well, I got the maps, right? Each map is a section. So just say you got at least over 100 clicks anyways.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you figure we played for literally 2 hours in a chopper moving towards the coast till we turned around.
Yeah, but how many
So we
rounds of
moved that
combat
far.
is
Yeah.
that?
You only moved like once, twice. The first round you moved, and then yeah, it was only 2 rounds of combat. That missile really kills everything right there.
Yep.
So it would be more fun to fight the helicopter fight without missiles, or at least have anti-missile defense systems. That way it would last longer, anyways.
Yeah, future reference.
But yeah, so now we know that one missile hits you, boom, that's it.
Yeah.
Gone.
This is probably one of the reasons why people don't like being in vehicles, because it becomes a big, now we're getting hit with bigger things.
It was still fun to get a chopper, though, I gotta say.
Oh, yeah. Had it all for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Typical. Typical.
I'm taking a quick look at the rules. So firing at a helicopter, unguided, meaning the missiles were unguided, it's just a -2. That's all it is.
Right.
No, but these are guided.
Yeah, but you can't fire to the air guided. It's only to the ground guided.
Right. Like an air-to-ground missile does not act as an air-to-air missile. It's not the radar, all the software is geared for that. So that's what we were saying, is making a comment like, well, I guess you could fire it dumb.
Yeah.
/ just
But
lob
that's
it.
that's what Omega did though, right? You rolled and then that's what it hit. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it did hit. I did
that's
roll, and
it.
I was thinking I didn't have to roll, but I did roll.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of hits actually.
Yeah.
But
The dice gods were not kind to us today.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Started off bad, ended bad.
Yeah. Right. Did we suffer any stress from this landing, Omega?
Yes. Technically, according to the PDF, the number 4 says that we're supposed to, it says as 3, etc. The 2 points of damage, blah, and then there was something earlier, because as you go up, it's like, okay, so number 1, number 2, and then you go to number 3. Number 3 is as number 2. 4 is as number 3. So there's like this cascading thing, and it says every success you suffer 1 point of damage. Critical threshold is 2. Additionally, you potentially suffer 1 point of stress.
Yeah.
And then 3 is 2 points of stress. And then 4 doesn't say anything additional. So technically, if you're cascading like that, 4 as 3, it would mean that you potentially suffer 2 points of stress, or you would have to.
They shouldn't write it like that. They shouldn't write it.
No, they shouldn't have. They should be. This is what it is. 4. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Well, I only have 1 point left, so I don't know what happened.
No, I would say.
I think I'm fucked.
Well, it would matter for like in Kat's case. It would matter because she only had 1 point of stress left. So
That's all I have
if
left.
she would have taken stress, then she
I'd
would
be
have been out too.
incapacitated by
Well,
both
you'd
stress
be
and injury.
Okay,
curled
yeah,
up ball.
you're definitely gained 1 stress, definitely. So let's do it up.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, 1 stress.
Do your 1d10.
Oh, 1d10.
No, for Katarina, unless you're if you're incapacitated by stress, you hit your
No,
max
we were-
stress.
No, we got incapacitated by damage.
Okay, so Katarina's
Oh, on both, actually.
you're on both.
Oh, you
Okay, so roll d10,
okay.
Katarina.
Sorry, I'm just checking the rules.
So I don't take that extra stress
it-
point?
It's a D10.
No, everybody
Yep.
got 1.
Yeah, 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm at full strength.
So you also went
Are in
full stress?
Yeah, so you're incapacitated by stress too.
Oh, jeez.
Stress.
Wait. How much stress are we getting, or what's happening?
One,
Stress?
just 1 stress.
1.
Oh, just 1. Okay, I'm good. I still have more.
Yep, same here.
Yeah, I don't have any stress or hit left.
Okay, so roll me did 10.
D10?
Yeah.
Roll for. We have to make an empathy roll the next
Oh.
time we rest or sleep for a shift. And then you make roll your base empathy attribute, and then you gain a long-term permanent.
So if you fail a empathy roll, or if you then you got a mental trauma. Is that how it is?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're gonna say you're sleeping. So roll it now. Roll your
Yeah,
empathy
let's
roll.
figure it out now.
Straight empathy?
Yeah.
No modifier?
Nope.
Well,
Katarina
Z is
passed.
fine.
No, Z failed. You made it.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, I got
So-
confused.
So Z gets a mental trauma.
D10. Z.
You're afraid to step in a helicopter ever again.
Phobia is 1.
9.
That was the
Okay,
first
mine
one.
was 2 dice. That was 2 dice that rolled. Hang on. There you go.
6.
Phobia.
Phobia. 1 stress each round in the same hex as the object of your phobia. So you're going to be afraid of flying, and you're going to gain 1 stress each round. You're flying again.
It's a helicopter, though, right?
It's up to
Flying
you. You
period,
you can
or
make it
helicopter
helicopter or
specifically?
flying. You could be afraid. It's up to you. I'll let you decide that.
I'm gonna make it just helicopters.
Okay.
So I'll put that in my bio.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Or
if
in the notes.
I think Omega can drop it on your sheet. Like you can with crits.
okay, yeah, I'll do it on your sheet.
This is certainly an interesting session, guys.
Yeah, well,
Great.
Indeed.
can I make it up to you a little bit? How about I give you
No.
like 4 experience?
Okay, if you're gonna make
okay.
it up that way, sure.
Sure.
So 4 experience. Yeah.
So I'm up to 15 now. When do we spend them? Out of session?
Yeah, you can spend them whenever you like. I don't care. Whatever the rules say, I don't know what they are. But
It's something like I do in a game or something.
okay, I think especially you got to be trained. I don't know. If it was relative to your session, like if you want to gain a specialty, then go ahead. That's relative to the session.
I'm just gonna work on numbers, I think, for a while.
Oh,
Okay.
another point is I'm pretty sure that all that virus stuff is all mushed and gone.
Not necessarily. That was in a
yeah.
big, heavy-duty tank, right? So,
I mean, we
true.
dropped it and it cracked, right?
so how you gonna get it out though?
Oh man.
So, I didn't see
Maybe
this
we can
coming.
just leave that for next. You can figure
Yeah.
that out in between sessions and just
Well, I don't know.
take inventory next session.
This is
Everything
total
was focused
failure.
on the. This is all focused on the medical right now.
Shit, man.
So close.
Fuck this.
We could have.
I just wanted a nice helicopter
from
fight.
saving the world.
I should have just kept going and not turned around to try and
I don't.
fight
That
it.
wouldn't have made a difference though with the guided missiles.
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe we would have gotten a little further shot down the way
Yeah.
I'm looking at it.
Oh well, that in that regards, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, if you're gonna run, I guess you might be tempted to run the helicopter in one of your games in the future. So there you go. You got the book, and now you know, like, put some anti-missile defense systems, or don't use missiles at all. Right? Just the guns alone are pretty exciting. Okay. Well, that was fun, everybody. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, it's been a long campaign anyway, so something bad's got to happen sooner or later, but we didn't expect this. And
Let's see what happens.
yeah, don't want nobody to die, but I don't know what you're going to do with your leg, man. I guess you could
That
still.
happened.
Your
I
mobility
can
is
peg
just.
leg it.
Your mobility is just -2, right? That's it, right? That's all
Well,
you get.
that's okay. Missing a leg, that's you're crawling around unless you got crutches or some sort of like
We
peg
need a
leg thing.
tech
I can
roll.
hop,
We
I
need a
guess.
tech roll.
prostate.
A tech
Yeah.
roll to make them a little
Prosthetic, sure, but in the middle of the desert. Oh, here, look. Oh, look! I found a right leg prosthetic that fits me. Woohoo!
Well, we got material from a busted up chopper. Some
You
spring
got-
steel from a blade is pretty strong.
You
We
guys
do a
with the
little-
punctured
little-
lungs and the
little
internal
steel.
bleeding. Have a
That's
lot to
okay.
worry about.
Yeah, that's a bigger issue.
Okay.
Funnily enough, in
Okay.
a... Oh, go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Omega.
No, go
I
ahead
was
then.
gonna say, one of the guys that I game with, like, kind of like futuristic, think like Halo, kind of like fair type, and it does have cybernetic limbs. If only we were playing, the futuristic
setting, right?
Twilight
Yeah.
2000.
Well,
Well,
Give
I
this spring steel leg.
did try and play a crippled character, disabled, a handy capable person
whatever.
in a different game. So now I get a chance.
yeah,
We'll
That's
work
all.
on that.
it
We
is.
can rebuild him.
Yeah, exactly, $60 million man.
We have the technology.
I just wish
Hopefully.
you were.
Remember
I
that?
just wish you were close to the sub. I just wish that, but okay. Well, everybody, stay
Maybe those
tuned.
camels will find us.
Stay tuned in 2 weeks to find out what happens in this game.
You gotta fight for peace, folks.
Subscribe, follow,
Yeah,
see you later.
subscribe,
Thanks for
follow.
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
Next game,
Peace.
Walking Dead on Tuesday. Bye bye.
Woohoo.